Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, Today I have the Earth sign love reading, and just a little housekeeping matters. Capricorn, we're in Capricorn season now, so between now and about the 19th of January 2026, I'm going to do a birthday season reading for the Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn, please watch out for that reading. And of course, like, share, subscribe because it is gifted hands. Now, let's burn some sage and then we can go into this love reading. All right, so we're back. So I must say, Earth signs, I was supposed to do your reading a couple days ago, but things just felt a little bit off for some reason. So hopefully that has nothing to do with the love reading. You know, we like to have good love readings around here because we like to have good stable relationships. Now remember, love readings is not only about romantic love, but also partnership that you may have in your life, friendship, because we have different kinds of love. So whatever area of your life or type of relationship you have that this reading resonates with, then that is where you apply it. So not everything is about your romantic partner, right? But we're going to see what comes out, because honestly, all of the readings that I have been doing so far, I've gotten synchronicities, these animals, stuff like that, that resonate with the reading. For your reading, earth signs, the only thing that I've been the only thing that I've been doing is listening to music, exercising. I was even dancing the other day on the day that I was supposed to do your reading. Just take a sip of my water right there. And basically, because I've been off, it's just been a little bit off, a little off vibes for me. But we're going to see, because earth signs, they are not into dramatic uh types of synchronicities. They are more laid back, more grounding oneself, as relates to their daily routine, because I am a Taurus moon, right? So yeah, we're all about practicality. We're not about the drama, so to speak. So we're going to start this reading. I'm going to move these cards up. So earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, this reading is for you. I remember it's a love reading. And I did select this sage from a couple days ago when I was supposed to do your reading. And I placed it down. Excuse me. And when I was going back, because usually I select my sages um, intuitively, I just saw the sage, so I decided to take it up back. But let's see what comes out. A lot of you could be grounding oneself right now, meaning you're into exercise and prioritizing your health, listening to music, things that you do like to do, things that relax the brain, right? So let's see, spirit ancestors, what do you have to say to the earth signs at this moment as relates to love? And my throat is giving me a problem, so I don't know why, because I don't have a cold whatsoever. Okay, so we have 1, 4, 3, and 12, 12. And 1, 4, 3 has to do with preparation, and 1212 has to do with duality. So I'm going to read them. At the bottom of the deck, we have release, which is 999. And 1919, which is transformation. 1717, which is self-reliance. So we're going to go with these two cards that just came out. And of course, I read your shadow card as usual. So it says 143. By the way, look out for angel number 143. It could be time 143. It can be a page number 143. It can be, if you read the Bible, maybe you're going to see 143 somewhere there. I don't know why I said Bible, but yeah. Some of you may be seeing that number very soon. Excuse me. So, preparation 143. It says, life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. So financial and creative changes are upon you. And it says, for your affirmation, my dream and desires are coming into fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. Right, so preparation, preparing to go towards something at this time as relates to love, union, relationships, right? So you could be preparing to go into another union if one has ended, because we have the release over here at the bottom of the deck. Transformation is also change, so of course that coincides with what I'm saying. And we have 1212, which is duality in this deck. 1212 is duality in this deck. Hold on, let me fix my light a little bit. So within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark, right? The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. So, and of course, affirmation. I fully embrace who I am, allow change where it's needed. I trust the duality within me. And when I just read that card, I thought about the Capricorn, because the Capricorn in tarot is represented by the devil, right? And remember, most people say, "Oh, the devil is evil," based on most religions, organized religions, especially Christianity, if you're a Christian. But there are instances of the devil doing good things, like spreading the truth. So, duality, good, evil. Remember, good and evil cannot exist without each other. There has to be a balance in between. And we have release, which is endings or new beginnings in disguise. And ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in release where the magic happens. So of course, I am getting releasing, preparing to go somewhere else. Remember, the duality card is stating that where it says the spark is being ignited and ready to illuminate the path ahead. Yeah, so moving forward, because there is change, there is some transformation here that happened. So we're going to move on to my other angel number deck, because I have another one. This one is handmade, by the way. This has a lot more cards. So I just thought to pick up this deck. Why? Because this was at the bottom. 727, which is divine timings aligning. Don't rush what is spiritually orchestrated. So because I was supposed to do your reading. Oh no, I see where the synchronicities are coming up now. Okay. I wasn't paying attention though. Alright. So I was saying, even though I have this date scheduled for this reading, and I also have the water sign reading to do, I said to myself, when I saw this card specifically at the bottom, do not rush what is being spiritually orchestrated. Don't rush it. When it's time to read or do this reading, then it will be time to do it. So yeah, so definitely a new path is emerging for you. You're being prepared for something as it relates to love and unionship, partnership. But let's see what comes out of this deck. And also, there is some, I have difficulty. This also, preparation and divine timing also came up this morning when I was uploading a video, and it wasn't moving as fast as I would have liked it to. And because of that, I was feeling a little bit down. So I would say, okay, you know what? I'm not in the mood to do this reading coming, which is the Capricorn reading or even the water sign reading. And you know what? I decided, you know what? When it's time to get up, I will. Because when I get that intuitive nudge to get up, then I do. So 1717 came out twice. So 1717 in my deck says your goal are within reach, stay focused and take action. And remember, 1717 in this deck is self-reliance. It says time has to come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. And this one fell out in my hand as well as this one, and I don't think I'm going to take anything more. 4141, embrace change and opportunities with an open heart. This is the second time I'm saying with an open heart and mind. And remember, change is transformation. 1919. And then we have 4949. Your angels are urging you to release old habits and no longer serve you. 4949 and 999. Listen to me when I say this. My angels work, my ancestors work in mysterious ways. Sometimes I do not see it in the moment, but whatever comes out will come out. All right, so your angels are offering protection and guidance. Trust your intuition. And then we have embrace changes in your life and you will experience personal growth again. And look at this. It says your energy is recalibrating. Honor the pause before the rise. Okay, I want to know where this is going, because this might turn out into something totally different. Let me move these cards up. So we already see the broader picture now, as it relates to the overall energy here. But I'm going to go into my animal deck to see if there's, before I go to the animal deck, my spiritual eye deck that I made. Let's go into this one first, and then I will move on to this deck, and then the sage is sizzling. It's saying this is the first I'm hearing this sage making this sound, especially this one. But we know it because it's the fire, and fire is passion. So I see a lot of you going to have a lot of passion moving forward into this new path. Remember, I told you that, right? So let's see, Spirit Ancestors, what do you have in this deck for the earth signs? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That is 8, 9. Oh, before I go there, I just noticed something, and I'm going to show you. These 3 cards, they have numbers on them. 12, 2, 10, that is 12. 12 plus 6, so that's 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. It's sizzling again. And 9, we just got 999, which is releasing. That cannot be. I'm telling you, that cannot be a coincidence. So all these 3 cards, the Virgo, the Taurus, and the Capricorn, they add up to number 9. All right, so let's see. We have, you're not meant to stay where your spirit feels small. So definitely moving, you're being prepared to move towards a new path here in unionship. We have, you feel heavy. What feels heavy is asking to be released. It's sizzling again. Listen, 3 times. That is confirmation. What feels heavy is asking to be released. Make space for better. Again, preparation, releasing. 9s. Transformation and change. You're being prepared for something here. Okay. So we have your vulnerability opens the door to transformation. Once you are more vulnerable, you let go of outcomes, right? You accept whatever comes. That's when you're going to open the door of change and transformation in your life. And something is wrong with my throat. So a lot of you could be a throat chakra issue. Or someone is refusing to speak, or refusing to speak. So it says you're ready to stop. You're ready to stop surviving and start living. So we're moving out of survival mode now. We're moving to the path that you were supposed to be on, that was written in stone from the beginning. And we said, and why did I say we said? Okay, so it says, what left wasn't yours anymore. Release the guilt. Okay, so, and it says at the bottom of the deck, your intuition isn't a warning, it's confirmation here. Listen, we have 1 change, 2 release cards. 1, 2, this is change 2, and then we have you're ready to stop surviving and start living. Listen to me. When I say to you on this channel is, look at this, I just split the deck in 2. You're being upgraded. That's why the all no longer fits. Listen, now I see why I said I don't know what's coming, but when it does come out, I will know. And I said this yesterday too. So definitely, listen, earth signs, you're being moved because the all no longer fits. And if the shoe no longer fits, what are you going to do? Get rid of it and get new shoes, right? Shoe doesn't fit, you're going to get rid of that shoe and get even a bigger size or a newer pair. Some of you may have gotten rid of a pair of shoes, because I don't know why I said shoes. So if you have gotten rid of a pair of shoes recently, doesn't have to be an old shoe. Maybe you bought a shoe and it was too small. You got rid of it, or you gave it to somebody else, releasing it. You could have released a partner to somebody else. Yeah. So, by the way, I saw this card yesterday because I was pulling some animal cards because I was a little bit anxious to know what was going to come out in your reading. And I did write it down in my book. I was a little bit anxious to know what was going to come out as it relates to the animals. And I saw the butterfly, right? Rebirth. So rebirth is transformation. It is change. Hold on. Oh, no, that wasn't the tiger that I saw. But I did see this card too. Abundant. I did see this card. And this one. Hold on. Okay, so one thing I don't do in my readings is lie. I don't lie, and I don't ever lie. I keep it real on this channel, right? So when things start to um what would I say? No, I'm not going to say synchronize, but when they start aligning to certain things that I have seen, I will write it down. And yesterday I wrote this down. Earth sign reading, love reading. There was a jaguar, which is an old soul, right? But I saw bison, which was the abundance card. And I just showed you that. I saw this card, bison. There you go. But we're going to see if it comes back out. We're going to see, and we're going to see if it does come back out. So, spirit ancestors, what do you want to give the earth signs as it relates to this animal deck? Because I had to pause the video to go for the book. Look at that. Okay. The jaguar came out again. Hopefully you can see it because my light is over this side. So, I'm going to read it nonetheless. Black jaguar, which is old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So I'm going to put this card down here. Move this card up. I'm going to put the Jaguar card right there. There were certain cards that I was looking at, but I didn't resonate with the cards like that. But I know that they had some synchronicities. So let's see. I think I'm going to take 3. Okay. Elephant. Greatness. Love your strength and leadership in your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Right? So, and then we have the owl. By the way, I've never gotten the owl card in any reading that I have done with this deck itself. And I've been seeing elephants on TikTok recently. So yeah, I've been seeing elephant content, especially the ones with the calves, the young calves. So I've been seeing elephant content. And then we have the owl, which is magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner wisdom. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better what? A better life. Make room for a better life. Rise up, and magic and wisdom are your birthright. Listen, the owl is a symbol of wisdom, right? The elephant is powerful, and also the Jaguar card is also a sign of someone that has many lives. You are wise beyond your years. We have a dog, which is friend. Today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. One more card if there is one. No, I don't think there's another card. So we have clever, which is a fox at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So if I'm called back to the deck later on in the reading, then I will do so. Because I was called to this deck twice in the Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra reading. And that's never a coincidence. But if it calls, I will answer. If not, I don't. So, your sage is done burning. All right, so we see what is happening. Major transformation. You're being prepared to go to another path. In unions that you have, we see greatness here, which is a good sign. So let's tap into. I have 3 decks today. I have these decks. Spirit is telling me to go to this one first. It's one of my older decks. So we will see. Oh, my dog is barking. All right. So let's see. Great ancestors, what do you have for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, from this yin yang deck? And oh, remember we spoke about duality. This deck is called the yin and yang. And if you know, I think it's Chinese culture, if I'm not mistaken. Do not roast me in the comments if I am wrong. But there, the yin and yang, I think that is balance. Black, I think it's a black and white spiral, which is a balance. Right. So that is significant here with the duality card that came up multiple times. And I'm thinking about balancing masculine and feminine too. Ooh. There could be someone here that dress a little bit masculine sometimes, a little bit more feminine too, because I got that too. Nothing is wrong with that. You're self-expressive. So let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have release, surrender, and purge. So definitely that releasing is coming up again. So you know you cannot fight this release that is about to happen. Please do not fight what should happen. Because even when you don't know where a path is leading you, right? Sometimes a little trust is needed. Just trust, let go of outcomes, and just embrace what is. Right? Okay, we have a masculine. Okay, let's see what is here. Guarded, vulnerability, and masculine. All right, so we have guarded, which is vulnerability. And we did see the vulnerability came out in my eye deck, came out in this one. I think it said vulnerability opens your door of transformation. So once you let go of being more guarded, holding on to outcomes and being resistant, that's when your door of transformation opens. And we have a masculine. This can be a literal masculine figure in your life that you have a union with. This could be romantic friendship, family type of love. Yeah. So remember, wherever this fits, that's where it's supposed to be. Of course, you could be operating a little bit more in your masculine energy, which is action. We have the karma or balance, or what I refer to as the justice card in reverse. So justice in reverse, there's no definite what would I say? There is definitely no resolve as yet because it's in reverse. So we don't know where this path is going to lead you, but it will be revealed in due time. That's what I'm getting. Or you could have been vulnerable with a masculine at one point. Yeah, you could have been vulnerable with a masculine, or vice versa. Can be a feminine too for the gentlemen that watch tarot. Remember, tarot is reflection. And there was some instance that happened, but there was no result. There was no justice served for whatever occurred in the relationship. This could have been a fire sign, but more I'm reading this fire as action, but it's in reverse, so there was no action. We have water. This can read as the Ace of Cups, because in tarot we have the cups, which the cups usually have water in them, and water is emotion. So the Ace of Cups is upright. It's more of a new passion, a love interest, carrying your cup of love and emotion towards someone, but it fell on the side with vulnerability and the masculine. So it reads along with what I was saying previously with being vulnerable with a masculine at one point, and it just backfired. Or you are really unsure if you should pour in your all into the union. And the fire card over here can read as the Ace of Wands. So we have a control tactic. So yeah, but let me see what the control tactic is about before I go there. We have growth in reverse. So I think you try to hold tight to this union, or hold tight to outcomes as it relates to these unions that you are a part of as a collective. And because of the control tactic here, but it only backfired, so to speak. It did not enhance any growth, right? We have contracts, careers, and commitment. So there could have been someone that is not too sure to commit. Excuse me, confirmation burp. I'm so sorry. This card was in my hand. It flipped out and then flipped in between my hands. So this has to do with renewal and spark. And we have air signs here peeking out of the deck. And the air sign, which is Ace of Swords, which is clarity. I think you're going to get the clarity you need, just not right now. It's not here as yet because the balance card or justice card is in reverse. Yeah. A couple of you could have been rejected, or you rejected someone and you're supposed to release this rejection. Because we have a feminine here. Be more receptive, right? Open up. You need to be in your receiving era, not your masculine era, to push, assert yourself. Right? Sometimes we need to step back, like the feminine here. Step back, release, and allow. Okay. So the ace of air here, which is Ace of Swords, that has to do with mental clarity. So you will get clarity as relates to this union that you are currently in, or you have released or will release. Right? And for some of you, there may be renewal here with said person, but here's a separation card. So yeah, a lot of you are in separation. Here we have the divine timing here. Look at that. So we have union, which is integration, coming back together. I read it as coming back together. We have the celebration here, and that fell on the masculine and the justice card, as I call it. This is a desire to reconnect, but because there is separation here, the celebration is a little bit delayed because it felt on the side. That's what I am getting, right? Remember, cards don't read only one way. They read sideways, reverse, and other ways. Hold on. All right, so I'm back. I heard a sound a while ago, like a gate opening. Someone coming for some reason, but there was nobody. I thought it was one of my family members. But anyways, everything is in divine timing for you because we have the divine timing card here. There is separation, but divine timing is in between these two cards, right? So clarity will be revealed, meaning if you're supposed to be in separation with this person, like a permanent separation, then you will know, you get the clarity as relates to that. If you're supposed to renew back, come back together, then you will know in divine timing. A lot of mental, someone head is very busy as relates to thinking, but they're not doing a lot of talking. So we have deception, temptation. This could be sexual temptation. This person could have lied about something in the past and now they're regretting it. Remember, this person is thinking a lot of mental activity, but are they talking? No. That could be the reason why I'm having throat problems right now. And I don't have a cold, I don't have a flu. Right? Excuse me. Let me take a sip of my water. Yeah, so be open to receive here. Be open to receive feminine energy here, guys. Yeah. So let's take up these cards and then we move into the other deck. There's going to be a completion of cycle here around a family matters here, a home or some form of commitment in the union. Change again with the butterflies. Transformation and cycles being closed. But if you are being drawn, I'm being drawn to the fact that there's a butterfly over this person's mouth. So that means refusing to speak. That's what I'm getting. Refusing to speak. Or, well, refusing to speak at this time. They're going to speak eventually, but just not now. That clarity is not going to come to you as yet. Yeah, so let's go into the situation deck first, then we take the mythical black rose. Excuse. I'm hearing dogs. So, and there are some kids. These cards are sticking together. Why? Okay, so let's see. Have I not used this deck for so long? I hear the sticking sound. Okay, so let's see. Spirit and ancestors, what do you have to say to the earth signs here as relates to love from the situation deck? Okay. Let's see. Well, okay, something flipped over. Unconditional, genuine, and certain love. Before we go there, this flipped on the side. So so it flipped. It turned. So focused. Something is coming. Yeah, I definitely believe someone is going to come forward. Are they going to come forward? No. Okay, so focus, eyes for you, fascinated and watching. So there is someone just in the background, just watching, waiting. That's all they're doing. They definitely have feelings, but there is a pause. So there is separation, but this person could be watching you in some event. Okay, let's see what this is. TikTok. Timeline. Time is running out. You could have placed this person on a timeline, and this person has no idea. Yeah, some of you have a tendency to do that. If this person doesn't come forward by then the relationship is over. Yes, some of you do that. But I do believe this TikTok card. I'm seeing an hourglass. Time is running out. But this is more of a divine timing. So the clarity is going to come once the hourglass, the sands of the hourglass finish falling down. That's when the clarity will come. You will see the full clarity as it's supposed to. And we have recalling. Someone is thinking a lot, reminiscing on past memories. Of course, we have the return card here. Remember, I said TikTok. This person is going to return, and this person could be a twin flame. That fell out when I was shuffling. Excuse me. And then we have Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine timing. So this pause is because this was inevitable. It was divine timing here. You can't fight divine timing. right? Some of you could be feeling alone, sad, broken, or this could be the other person. That is fine. We need to do our shadow work when we're on our own. So yeah, let's see what comes out in the other deck. The mythical black rose. Mythical black rose. A lot of you could be in gothic style clothing for some reason. I'm seeing black lipstick. Black lipstick. So if you have reached so far, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. So we have time. Again, we have time coming out again. Needing time. No, it's not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes. So definitely a divine pause here. And we have adrenaline, roller coaster ride, ups, downs, good, bad, rush up emotion. So there is chemistry, but this relationship is a little bit hot and cold, so to speak. And for that reason, it was stopped drastically. Others involve third-party intervention. I don't think this is a matter of someone being in a relationship that is a third person. This can be distracting oneself from what the chaos that is happening or the lack thereof. But I do believe, because I spoke about it being the relationship being paused suddenly, and with the adrenaline card, and then influences came out. So I do see this card more of stopping it. Something, a divine intervention being going in between the parties here. I don't pick up cheating for some people. I'm not the type of person to come and tell you a lie. When I don't feel something, I don't feel it. Fired up though, flaming with rage, overwhelming explosion of emotion, very angry. Definitely, if you have been in separation with this person, then of course you're going to feel all sorts of emotions here. Natural, that's natural. And it's bottled up here. Right? Some of you could have been ghosted, but this is something, right? Frozen, not speaking, stonewall, not taking action. Remember what I told you about that is that fire card, right? And we have illuminate, revealing the truth, confession, shedding light, and then we have observing. So a lot of you are observing, or you're being observed, being watched. We have family, starting a family, making. Remember, I told you there's going to be a resolution around a family situation here, and we have only you. Focus on just you, observing you, watching you again. So this person is watching, but they're not saying anything. Yeah, you're watching. You're just not saying anything. That's why my throat is giving me hella problems right now. But that's how the work of spirituality goes when you're channeling. You channel a lot of things. Yeah. Some of you could be going out to date. Right? 'Cause I saw I saw the dating card again. Some of you could be going out on a date. So exploring one option. Okay, so fake profile. This person is definitely watching you, hiding from you behind the scenes, social media. They could be watching you over social media. And this doesn't have to be Facebook, doesn't have to be TikTok. They could be watching your TikToks, of course, because remember I told you I was seeing elephants on TikTok. But this could be just simply as watching a WhatsApp status, right? Could simply just be doing that. Or they come online to see if you're online. Especially when you're not speaking to them. They come to see if you're online, then who are you speaking to? Right? Yeah. There's a card that flipped. Let me see what that is. Conflict. Okay. Ravenous. So there is sexual tension here. There is sexual tension and there's a pursuit here, chasing, persistence, hunting down, right? But again, with the divine intervention here. Sometimes it sucks when things don't work out how you want them to work out, but that is fine. Everything leads to the path that you're supposed to be on that at the time that you're supposed to be. And we have surprise. And surprise, I think that flipped in the reverse. Unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, unexpected change. And then we have present, feeling in the moment, being aware today in the now. So because I came on the side and this surprise card came in reverse and it fell onto each other, I do believe that this person is not ready to come forward. And that's really because of the differences or the some form of incompatibility between each other, or some irreconcilable differences, some conflict that you had. This could be hopefully it wasn't a physical conflict. Hopefully it was just an argument, right? That is the reason why. This person could feel shame for how they handled the situation. They feel shame, yeah, it was shame. Right now, they're just plain watching. That's all it is. They're just watching around you. And remember, we have the owl here. So, because our owl just came back in my mind. Remember, we saw the owl in the animal deck. I remember the owl is about wisdom, but that's also watching. So definitely pursuit. This person is not going to pursue until they decide to finish, stop watching you and being brave to come forward. So this person is definitely being sneaky. This person's throat chakra is definitely refusing to open up. It's giving my throat is giving me problems right now. But yeah. So, oh Lord. Earth signs, we're going to go into the tarot. Going to go into the tarot, and my mind is telling me to go and get a particular deck off my altar. It's a time deck. So I'm going to get that. Oh, look at this. My card is bent. Oh, Lord. And this is moving on. I know nothing ever happens by accident. This is the Six of Swords card, by the way. Six of Swords card, which is moving the parch and it's bent. So there is resistance here to move on. There's resistance. Someone is refusing to move. They're very stubborn. Okay, let me put up this. I can't believe my card is bent. But anyways, it's part of the process. And this is one of my favorite tarot decks, by the way. But let's see, Spirit Ancestors, what do you have for the Earth signs? What do you have for the Earth signs? What do you have for them? We have the Ten of Swords. I'm going to take that. You know why? Because it came on the side. It flew out of my hand when I was shuffling. Ten of Swords on the side. So Ten of Swords, really and truly, this is really just mental defeat here, right? But it comes in the context of the relationship not really coming towards a full ending, and it's definitely not at a recovery process, meaning reuniting. So that's why it's on the side. Hold on, my gate is opening. Right, so split my deck. We have Two of Wands, partnership and expansion. So someone is thinking about making a move, but they're not fully going towards that move as yet. This person is acting in a page type of energy. Really and truly, a little bit delusional, I would say. But let's see. what else is coming out with this Ten of Swords on the side? And the Ten of Swords coming on the side will actually tell, it really does resonate as it relates to why my Six of Swords card came up bent out of my deck. Yeah, it does coincide, because if there is a resistance to move, there isn't a full ending to this relationship as yet. So we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about healing and counsel and support, but also love. This girl loves. I'm telling you, right? This person is nurturing. This could be you, right? Or this could be the overall energy of the relationship for some of you. But I do believe this is a process that you're going in. Excuse me. Confirmation. Healing process. That's what I see the Queen as now, right now. We have the Death card in reverse. So there is, there is resistance to change here. A lot of you are holding on to the fact of how you feel about this person or this union. That's why I have the Queen of Cups here too. But also the Queen of Swords, sorry, why did I say the Queen of Swords? The Queen of Cups is someone that is emotionally mature too. So they know how to handle issues of the heart. But of course, even the Queen of Cups can get stuck, right? There is an energy of fear of change, fear of moving on. And there is also patterns that are repeating, resistance to change, and stagnant energy here. We have the Hermit. So a lot of you are in deep self-reflection. Again, the pause that I mentioned in the video initially, that's why the Hermit card is here. A lot of you are being, what did I say? A lot of mental activity as relates to thinking about memories that you had with this person, being nostalgic. This could be someone that you know in the past, but this also the card of healing also, as relates to healing past mistakes as it relates to this union. Maybe you think that you have made a mistake in this relationship and you're trying to forgive yourself here. And we have the eight of wands here that has to do with movement and speaking out of my deck with the Sun card here. So I do see a lot of you moving after you have healed, or the relationship taking off again, because remember, the divine timing came between separation and integration. So some of you are going to move towards separation permanently. Some of you are going to move towards integration, coming back together once both parties have done the work, right? The Sun card is happiness and success, right? Vitality. So a lot of you are taking care of yourself. You will take care of this union too. But right now you're just in hermit mode. That's it. Hermit mode. Hey, that flew out. We have the High Priestess in reverse. A lot of you are refusing to listen to your intuition as relates to this union. Hold on, there's something coming. All right, so there was a truck passing my yard. So a lot of you are not listening to your intuition, and it's based on the mere fact that you don't really have not really decided or gotten the clarity if this relation is totally ending, if that is the right decision for you, or to integrate with this person. That's why. But your intuition knows. Remember, there was a card earlier in the reading that says your I think it says your intuition is something along the lines, it is not by mistake, it is confirmation. I think I saw that card. Yeah, I did. We have failure, lack of recognition, no reward, lack of achievement. So before I go there, before I explain that card, let's see what. Ooh, okay, 2 cards came out. Yeah, so we have the momentum card again with the 8 of Wands, and then we have the Page of Swords. Let me see what this card is. Okay, so just give me a minute here. Well, the High Priestess in reverse, their repressed intuition. So not listen to your intuition, a bit confused as it relates to the union. There's also the 6 of Wands in reverse, which is failure, lack of recognition. Um, you're not really sure if you're going to get any form of success in this union because you are confused of the uh, the final, what would I say? It's like you're not sure if this relation is done permanently or you're going to go back together. Um, so a lot of you don't really want to make a mistake. But we have the momentum card here. This is more of the sort. A lot of you do know in the deepest part of your heart, if you move away or make the right decision, meaning listen to your intuition, there's going to be some serious exploration here. Lots of curiosity too. And this is air sign energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. A lot of you will be on alert too. Because whenever this person comes back, you're going to be on alert here with the Page. But right now, these energies here, because the Ace of Wands, remember, this is the second time the Ace of Wands is coming in reverse. So again, because of, and it fell right on the 6 of Cups with the High Priestess in reverse, and really and true, because you're in between listening to your intuition and reminiscing on memories that you created with this person, it is blocking you. It's blocking a lot of healing that you need to do. Okay, let's see. We have Queen of Wands, which is confident, self-assured. With the Moon, there's a lot of mystery around the relationship, I would say. Devil, of course. Capricorn energy. A lot of you are very confident. I would say that's how you you look in the world. So you could have a rising sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Confident leadership. You are self-assured. That's how you approach the world. But we have mystery surrounding this relationship now because we have the 3 of Wands, not the 3 of Wands, sorry, the 3 of Swords here on the side. So this 3 of Swords on really in upright is heartbreak and separation. But remember when a card is on the side, you're not really, so to speak, free from the relationship. So there's not a permanent separation, and there is not a forgiveness and recovery of the union. And we have the devil here. So there's a lot of temptation. I remember we saw the temptation and the deception card coming out. And the devil is Capricorn energy. But duality, remember duality. You could feel powerless in this situation because you're stuck in between this 10 of Swords here. That is what the entire problem is, that 10 of Swords. And this 3 of Swords here. Everything is mostly in your head though. And then we have indecision. You're hesitant to make a decision because there is some form of codependency in this union with the devil. And these are the last cards I'm going to take. We have celebration and harmony here. I really see this card as reunions between you and said person. Um, but with the Fool in reverse, really and truly, for some of you, this could be a reckless decision. And there is fear around making a reckless decision about reuniting with this person. Yeah. But Spirit, what advice do you have? Last 3 cards, Spirit. Then I will end this reading because we're going into an hour. Okay. We have 9 of Pentacles. Last card. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles here, which is basically reward and achievement here, independence and success, materials, security. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles that fell on the 9 of Pentacles. And 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. Let me get another card because I do believe there's another card for the 7 of Swords. Hold on. Okay, it's at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I believe that a lot of you should be focusing on yourself here, your self-improvement, this new path that is coming. Focus on that path here. Do not give all your energy to what is currently happening in this union. Because as I said before, the union, the clarity is going to come with about this union soon enough. And I think a lot of you should just focus on the opportunities that present themselves here. This can be opportunity in abundance. Remember the bison. The bison that we saw is abundance. Right? Focus on your money and your career here. Focus on yourself. That's what I'm getting here with the 9 of Pentacles, with the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to get opportunities that will reward you nicely financially. We have the 7 of Swords here, which is disloyalty and falsehood, trickery and resourcefulness, which is on the side here, and this fell on the 2 of Swords. This says, I consider the consequences of my actions. I consider the consequences of my action, and that is on the side. So that this person is not in full accountability. Don't worry about this union. Whatever is happening here, don't worry about it. You should focus on these 2 cards here. And we have bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Wands here. You're on your last stance, I will say. But a lot of you are near success, but you have to make the decision to move forward. Focus on yourself. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles here, dedication. This is all about self-mastery here, working on oneself, right? But I know once you get this clarity that you need, once you get the clarity that you need here, a lot of you are going to be on your P's and Q's as it relates to the Queen of Swords here. You're going to be more wise, right? Careful of this. This person is going to come in, I guarantee you, but it's not now. So, I'm going to take up these cards, and we're going to get 1 card from my time deck for you and 1 message, and then we're going to end your reading, Earth Signs. This was a good reading, I will say. I didn't expect this message to come out whatsoever, but we're going to we embrace the message. Whatever comes, we embrace it. We're at an hour 3 minutes now. So let's see what's going to come out of this deck. You see how many times I have paused this video? I've paused this video so many times. I'm so sorry about that. But the less distractions, the better. Alright? So, what message is going to come out? Remember, my videos are raw, unfiltered, unedited most of the times. All right, so we have Knight of Pentacles. Over the next year, stability, reliable action moves you forward. Persistence ensures lasting results. And we have the Eight of Wands. In 8 days, rapid progress is possible. Trust the speed. Trust the speed of events and stay ready. And then we have, within weeks, anxiety surface, confront them with honesty and find solution that empowers you. So you're going to make a decision eventually, right? And we have the Emperor here, discipline and structure now creates lasting results. Take control and lead with confidence. So a lot of you are, and it fell out of my deck. Oh, this fell out. Temperance, balance, and moderation guides the process. Stable effort brings lasting harmony and results. And we're going to end it. Oh, my throat is giving me so many problems. Earth signs, please tell this person to hurry up and start talking so I can get back my voice. Because I don't know why this is not one person, this is multiple persons. I would say, why is this collective working on my throat chakra? I would like to know. So let's see what message ancestors and your spirit guides have for you at this time. If you like my video, please share, subscribe. Those are fun reading, I would say. Very fun reading. You know, and the pause really reminds me of me pausing the video so many times. So distractions around you, and also how many you may have given this person multiple chances. I will say the pause has happened multiple times. So repeating patterns here. We have, I don't read these cards in reverse, by the way. So we have, let me focus my camera. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy, fighting against it? Don't do that. Trust yourself. Remember, earth science is more about gain. What can I get from this union? What can I get from this career pursuit? That's what the earth energy is really about. Practicality, provision, earth-like desires. It's more about gain. So you have to weigh your pros and cons here. Am I gaining in this union more than am I losing? That's when you're honest with that answer. That's when you're going to make your decision. Last card. We have, you need to ignore what everybody else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life, and you are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not others. So don't watch people and what they're doing. There may be relationships that may seem healthy, especially if you're on social media a lot and you watch these relationships that seem genuine, but they're not. A lot of those relationships are staged, by the way, especially when they always have a camera. Always. So don't let that hinder you. Your life path and your purpose now is really and truly to ensure that you outdo your past self. So it's not about what Jackie is doing. It's not about what Aaron is doing. It's not about what Susan doing or what kind of relationship they have. It's all about what you are doing and decisions that you make in your life. So again, it's your girl, Gifted Hands. Remember that I told you it's duality. You're being prepared for a path here. Don't be afraid to make a decision that benefits you and always you. Never what to benefit someone else. So if you like my reading, please like, subscribe, join my community. I will appreciate that I'm a small creator. And right on this space is all about transformation, the truth, and how you can improve your life spiritually and in other areas. Again, Capricorn, especially Taurus and Virgo, I hope you enjoy the reading. When it's your birthday season, I'm going to do a reading for you guys individually, just to see the overall changes or things that you should expect in your birthday season once it starts. But Capricorn, look out for your reading because I'm going to do it. It's your girl, Gifted Hands 444. I'll see you next time in the next reading. Bye.